are these clubs going to be worth 10, 20 billion dollars? Is there a cap on their pricing? Because as we said, there's a lot of room to grow in terms of audience and adoption from new audiences. Where's the ceiling, do you think?
Well, it's a good question. Definitely there's a huge amount of growth. We spoke on half the world not really being exposed hugely to the Premier League. So there's huge opportunity in that. I mean, we can look to US, to some of the franchise values. What is it, Commanders, was it just sold for, or is being sold at $6 billion or something? So, and NBA teams, there's not an NBA team less than $3 billion today. It doesn't matter where you are in terms of how you're playing.
And they're relatively domestic.
Domestic. And so you can imagine that to have sort of one of the best franchises in the most talked about, watched sporting league in the world.
So are they overpriced or are we underpriced?
You're the VC. You're going to have to tell me.
If you've seen any invention in the last few years, it's that we're not pricing experts.
yeah, that's true. Right. Yeah.
I think it's good to admit your flaws.
Put it out there.
Put your flaws out there.
The show was good. It was very open. So
I think there's a big disparity, isn't there? Between, we were saying that you've got a Premier League club at 150 million, you've got a Premier League club at 6 billion. I'm not sure you have that within. Maybe I don't know. I don't have the stats, but I'm not sure you have that in the same way. But at the same time, if you said you'd buy an NFL or an NBA team 20 years ago for the prices of 150 million, now you're
laughing.
The difference is you're talking about franchise systems, aren't you? And security.
Sure.
You know that those teams are going to be playing in the league, and you're buying football clubs without the same security attributed. So it's slightly different, I guess, isn't it? But
there is a nuance there that you do have security of recurring top league playing, but I think that look, we're going to see what Manchester United sells for. We saw what Chelsea sold for. I think we'll see a common thread of these franchises continuing to go up.
And then final one for me, I promise. Do we find it a bit sad that American PE houses or large American finances in whatever way are kind of eating up the English Premier League, and there's a chance that we lose the authenticity of the Toon Army and the heritage that we have because American financiers are buying our leagues?
You can look at Wrexham and Ryan Reynolds, and there's no authenticity lost there. So I think it depends on the owner, whether American or from Middle East or from LATAM. I think if they embrace the culture of the club, it doesn't matter where they're from. And I think PE guys, just as well as private investors, can be very good for the league. They come with great ideas, they come with financial discipline, and they come with expertise as well. So they can elevate the league too. It depends on the owner. And so I think we'd welcome financial investment from any quarter, as long as they understood that the fans and the community have to come first.